Yo, what's going on? I know it's been a while since my last video, but I'm officially back with a new one. Today we're going to be taking a look at the G.I.JOE Classified series Storm Shadow. And before we get into it, I just want to thank all of you for the support on my last video. It did really well for the first one on the channel, so really appreciated that. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into it. When it comes to packaging on this thing, if you've been collecting G.I.JOE Classified figures at all now, you know what to expect. You get the window in the front with the Cobra backdrop. On the back you get artwork showcasing every character in the line so far. On the side you get artwork that continues from the front of the box, and on the bottom you get all the legal stuff, and on the top you get the number of the figure in the line and another logo. On the inside there's a tray showcasing the figure and everything it comes with, which is just simple plastic. I mean, if you've collected action figures at all, you know what to expect with that. Just to get out of the way, we're going to start with accessories. So the first one is this hood piece, which if you want to put it on, you have to pop off the head to this figure and then stick it inside like that. Once that is done, you'll be able to put the hood on back, and it looks like that. It looks pretty cool. Reminds me of Storm Shadow version 2, which I will be bringing out to compare in a little bit. The other accessory is the hood down. Unfortunately, mine broke at the center. I don't really mind though, because I mean, it still works either way. And it's just the same deal with this one, where you pop off the head, you stick that on the neck, and if you can get the head out of the hood here, it should hold up off camera strength. There we go. It just pops on like that, and it looks good in natural poses. It does flop around a little bit when you like try to actually pose it, like it moves with the head there, but you can make it work. He also comes with 2 katana blades, both of which are painted silver. Obviously there's a little bit of chipping from taking it in and out of the sheath, but I've had these for about 1.5 years, so that's bound to happen. Been posing this guy a lot. And the snake sculpt at the tip of the handle is really cool. It also comes with the arrow quiver and sword sheath. You can see the Arishike logo, the red painted arrow quiver thing, the feathers at the tip of the arrow, the sculpted leather texture, and on the back there's a peg that you can plug this into the back of the figure. You line the hole in the back of the bandolier with the peg on the back, and then that sticks in just like so, and it looks good. And then you can stick the sheets in like so, and it looks pretty good. The final, or one of the final accessories, is this this separate arrow that goes well with the rest of it. It just slides in there, and also comes with the bow, of course, which has a painted handle in red to match everything else. It is a little rubbery, so you can pull that back a little bit, I guess, and it's got some nice sculpted detail going on it. And the final thing is the belt tie, I guess. So yeah, that is the figure and all of the accessories. Really nice thing. Getting a closer look at the figure itself, you can see the head sculpt looks really nice. Obviously it's got that face printing technology, so the eyes are just a little pixelated, but it works. It looks good from afar, good up close. The Cobra logo printed on the torso right there, and there is a good like cloth texture sculpt throughout the entire figure. Obviously, you can see he's got stitching panel lines on his boots and stuff. The bandolier is a separate piece with some silver painted shurikens. The fabric on, or the bandages on the inner arm are painted with a wash, and you can see he has 2 extra fingers out for the bow. He's got that archer glove. On the other hand, it is the usual. Also, he has this belt piece that is a separate piece, and these are also painted with a wash over them. And he's got the sculpted ninja shoes, and there's a look at the back, and a closer look at the head sculpt once again. When we're talking about articulation on this thing, you should know what to expect if you've been collecting this line or just action figures in general. It's pretty basic, but also really good. Of course, you got the separate neck and head dumbbell joints. The ab is on a crunch hinge, so you can that far forward, that far back. The waist is on a ball joint, so you do get full range of motion and a little bit of rocker. The shoulders, of course, ball hinge. You get out, you get 360. It does go out a little bit when you go up due to the sculpted ripped sleeve. There's a bicep swivel and a double jointed elbow. There's also a glove cut at the tip here, and a side to side or up and down wrist movement, of course, also 360 wrist, and that applies to both sides. In the legs, you do get a drop down joint, so you can get that extra kicking and forward rotation. There's a thigh cut you can get at 360, and of course there's a double jointed knee that brings it all the way up, and of course a boot cut, ankle pivot, and rocker. So yeah, really good articulation on this guy. Really fun figure to pose, which we'll see in a minute. Now that he's all decked out and in a vanilla pose, I want to bring in some other figures to compare him with for like scale and just overall comparisons. The first one I'm going to bring in is the 3 3/4 inch scale version 2 Storm Shadow from the 80s. Just to get a look of what he looks like with 3 3/4 inch figures. And for other 6 inch scale figures, here he is with the G.I. Joe Classified Snake Eyes and the Marvel Legends Wolverine. For different scale options there. If you want something slightly larger, here he is with the McFarlane Toys 7 inch scale Arkham Knight Batman, and the McFarlane Toys Harry Potter. For a slightly shorter figure comparison, here he is with the McFarlane Toys Aang. Hold on, let me get that straightened out a little bit so he'll stand. There's the McFarlane Toys Aang. For a scale comparison, I'll go ahead and bring back in the 3 3/4 inch figure and the other 2 Marvel Legends. So there's a general idea of what he looks like with other figures from the line and just other figures in general. And with that being said, I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you're looking forward to more content, I will be uploading more sometime in the future. So if you want to see that, go ahead and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. And do all the usual. Like the video. It helps out a lot. But I appreciate you sticking around, and see you later.